Hello, Brandon. We can't hear you, Brandon. There's no audio.
How about now? I'm an idiot. Can you hear me now?
I can hear
Apparently,
you now, yes, sir.
okay. I was an idiot and had the microphone away from my face. So I'm going to get some booty from the ATM machine. Be right back.
Alrighty. While our intrepid leader is off arranging his booty, I'll peruse these comments. Hey, RO. You already won. I can go rake leaves now or something? Hell, damn. All our leaves are wet. I don't want to rake them now. Hope he looks for skimmers.
It's a touch nipply out there.
Yeah, it is. It's supposed to drop even further tomorrow.
Yeah.
You're up in Missouri, aren't you?
Yeah, I am.
Uh, in that case, it's going to be much colder up there.
Yeah. It's dropped off a lot from this morning. It was pretty pleasant, and now it's
Mm.
fucking frigid.
I love it. It was the same with us. Yesterday was sunny, 50s and 60s,
Yeah.
pleasant. Then it started raining, continued raining throughout the night, and now it's dropped off precipitously.
All right. So you'll have the best of both worlds, muddy and icy.
Mm-hmm. The benefits of having Alabama weather.
Uh,
Shit.
well, once I get back to the company yard, I can roll my own dice. But I need to get in touch with Glenn. And apparently I fucked up. Apparently we were supposed to start this at 11:30, not 12:30. So Constantine said he was going to be late.
Okay.
But Roma should have shown up. But Glenn gets his information from um, those guys because he won't get on any other type of social media but Skype. And I don't have an active fucking Skype account.
He just stuck with the Skype, stuck in his ways, huh?
Yeah.
Yeah. No. It's like those are, if you don't want to get new phones, just use the old rotary phones. I guess there's some in every generation.
Yeah.
Suppose
Well,
I'll be one.
he doesn't even have a smartphone.
Nice. Can't blame him for that. I mean, it's very useful. It's useful to have. At the same time, it can be a detriment.
Asshole. Yeah.
I know I'm an
But
asshole.
no, I mean hassle, not asshole.
Oh, yeah. My mistake. Yeah, it's a hassle.
Don't know what these folks are doing
So,
out here. They're probably getting fucking high.
probably.
I like this fucking part of the, you can't see it, but I like this part of the yard because it's empty and there's grass and trees and all kinds of things for Sam to sniff.
Can't argue with that.
Nope.
The world needs more trees and grass.
Yeah.
Not just for Sam's sake, but for all of us.
Yeah, but I like to make life nice for him when I can. He's cramped in here so much of the time.
Oh yeah. Seems like a pretty happy dog. What I've seen, what you've said of him. He's got a good life.
He's whining at me. I just got him lunch and now he's freaking wants something. But I have to press buttons first, Sam.
Okay.
All right.
RO's in here. He says, my son just dipped in for a sec. He said, have a fun game.
All right. There's Sammy right there.
Hey, Sam.
There's right, Sammy. Sammy. Ah, we've got somebody else now. Woof, woof.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Uh-oh.
Hello. What's up, RO?
I just thought I'd drop in and say hello before y'all kick off on the game.
Sorry about that. I had a little meat stuck in my teeth. Being a carnivore, or at least an omnivore. That's right, I'm an omnivore. You're an obligate carnivore. With a little bit of omnivore. Just a little bit. So, let me give Glenn a call and I'll be right back.
All right, then.
Okie dokie.
Don't run away now. Yeah?
Wouldn't think of it.
Drubius, what kind of weather you got down there?
Oh, right now we have drizzling, overcast, not cold, not particularly cold. I'd say in the 50s, perhaps, but it's dropping.
Yeah.
Wet and muddy, pretty much, and getting colder.
Yeah, we're supposed to get some severe cold weather this week, I understand.
Yeesh. Yeah, you're gonna be down in the teens tomorrow, and you're up there up north, further north than me, aren't you?
Northeast. About an hour and a half west of Dallas.
You're east of Dallas.
I meant to say east. I'm sorry. Directions are hard.
Pennsylvania must be one of the other fellers. But yeah, our weather should be fairly comparable to yours.
Mm-hmm.
Least-
Although it's
I got
not, it's not drizzling or overcast here. The sun's shining for the most part, so we'll take it.
Oh yeah, it was rather nice yesterday. 50s and 60s, sunny.
Oh
It
yeah.
was pleasant. And I thought, oh shit, rain's coming. Ah well, it's part of it.
Yes, sir.
Part of it. I got a buddy who lives up in Ohio. He showed me a forecast of next week's forecast. It's going to be down in the single digits and then below zero. I said, screw that. Oh,
I agree. The hell with all that noise.
the older I get, the less I enjoy, less I like the cold. These old bones just can't take it anymore.
Well, when you're ready, you can retire to Florida with the rest of the geezers.
True, yeah. Yeah. I've got a line on it. I might have a line on it. I have some kinfolk who semi-retired down there in a place called the Villages.
Oh yeah.
Yes, it's not exactly a place I'd want to live. Nice people, nice environment, plenty to do, but everything is just too close together.
Lots of golf carts.
Lots and lots of golf carts. I've never seen so many golf carts.
That's how they get around DUIs.
Right. Oh, man.
You think I'm kidding?
Oh no, I know you're not kidding.
You know,
There's plenty.
in most states, the DUI laws are worded in such a way that any motorized vehicle qualifies.
Hmm.
I'm not sure about Florida.
Hell, I think in some states you can get a DUI on a horse.
This doesn't look like a D&D game.
Well, douchebags and dickheads.
You say dickbags and dickheads? Because that's RO in a nutshell.
Oh, hey.
Hey, I said
Come on,
douchebag. I was honoring the barbecue, buddy.
Oh, okay. Sorry, RO. So what's up, fellas?
Not much here.
Kind of having a brain fart, and I think it's all my fault. So
I'm looking out at the snow that fell, and it's 10 degrees, but it feels like -7. So it's nice out.
So
More like it's ice out.
This morning it was 41 here, and now it's 22.
Oh.
So 19 degrees colder over the course of the day.
Yeah, not all of us were primetime soap opera fans like RO and had to live in Dallas.
Yeah.
Don't forget Falcon Crest.
Yeah. What was the other one? God, there was another one, wasn't there?
Oh yeah. Falcon Crest was the one with Morgan Fairchild, right?
I think so.
Or is that Julia or somebody Crawford?
No, I think it was Morgan.
Yeah. Because one of them had Morgan Fairchild, and the other one had that whore Crawford lady,
Joan Crawford.
Joan Crawford. Yeah.
I remember when I was a kid, Morgan Fairchild made my pants feel funny around the waist area. Of course, so did Heather Locklear and T.J. Hooker, and
I remember during that time on Saturday Night Live, John Lovitz was active, and he had this liar character. And one of his things was he would be talking about my girlfriend, Morgan Fairchild, whom I've seen naked.
yeah, yeah. Back when Saturday Night Live was still funny.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
They weren't woke and shit, and they made fun of every damn body. It was hilarious.
What's the weather like where you boys are at right now?
Low 50s, sunny.
You guys didn't get hit with this big old cold snap, or is it coming tomorrow?
It's on
Tomorrow.
the jet
Oh.
breeze bringing it down.
It's low 50s, overcast, drizzly, muddy, generally dreary.
Yeah, I've got to go. I'm doing laundry, and I got to go get my jeans out of the dryer and go get dressed up and bundled up and go shovel some snow. Started
All power to
sleeping
you.
yesterday, and then snow, and this morning, let's say they're calling for -9 tonight for the low tonight. So without the wind.
999. You can keep that.
Yeah, it's going to be a cool one. And then they're talking on Monday a high of 9 degrees. So that ought to be fun when I go to work at 4 in the morning on Monday and see what the cold temperatures have wreaked havoc on my locomotives.
Ugh.
Hopefully
Yeah.
nothing's froze up. They'll stay running. They have auto shut off, but when it's this cold, they should stay running at all times because they'll usually if it's above 40 degrees, they'll turn off automatically, and then they have sensors that monitor the air pressure in the reservoirs, and they have a water sensor that monitors water temperature. And if either one gets below a certain parameter, the locomotive will automatically start back up and recharge the air system or warm up. But when it's this cold, they just stay running all the time. It's supposed to bypass.
Yeah. Yeah. Imagine the cold weather wreaks havoc with those locomotives.
It can. It's all the brake systems are all actuated by air. So you have valves that have, well, the newer ones all have computer chips in them. They're all a portion that has a cable plugging into it. Well, if you get any frozen, you get moisture in there in those air lines, and it goes blasting through there and then freezes. Then you got all kinds of air issues, and you have brakes that don't work, and alarms going off, and people calling and asking questions.
Marvel of engineering, you have there.
Oh yeah. So Brandon, you didn't tell me how you fucked up. Is it you picked the wrong time?
Yes.
So you're going to be playing at like 11:30 or 12? Maybe well, you're almost 1 o'clock there, right?
Yeah.
It's bad enough with one time zone to deal with, but when you're dealing with 7 or 8 or 9.
Plus, I usually have the stream going and people just show up, and I'm like, okay.
Yeah. So where are you parking at now? Are you in Joplin or are you in KC?
I'm in Joplin.
Ah,
Beautiful.
it looks like Missouri, which looks a lot like Kansas, which looks somewhat like Nebraska.
Yeah. A lot more trees.
Yeah, we don't have a whole lot of trees out this way, but if you get down into the southern part and the southeastern part of the state where Iowa and Missouri and Kansas all meet together, then there's a lot of trees.
Yeah,
Of course,
that's true.
closer you get to that Missouri River, the more trees you got.
It has something to do with the water, I think.
I'm thinking probably that, and it's not sand, not in the sand hills. Most people don't know that just outside of where I live, east of where I live, the whole middle part of the state of Nebraska is called the Sand Hills. And that is the largest inactive desert in the United States. At one time, it was a barren sand dune. Just there was nothing out there. But for some reason, crops grow good out here. You know,
Especially beets.
there's a lot of beets and there's a lot of corn and there's a lot of mullet and soybeans.
But the
that they
mullets are
raise.
mostly on the heads of the people out there.
Yeah. You
I
can
thought
always
mullet
tell a
was a
mullet
pig.
farmer.
You gotta be
A lot
rolling
of
1090.
sunflowers. A lot of sunflowers out here too.
But not Outlaw's girlfriend.
No.
Well, you know, Outlaw, she's just one on the roster.
Yep.
I put a Babylon Bee video on a couple of the discords. It was Babylon Bee was talking to British people about how to not be offensive to Muslims that are stabbing them or raping them. It's a 3.5 minute video. I was laughing so hard. I said, "Oh man, I got to share this." So I started spreading it around. I'm surprised YouTube hasn't taken it down.
Hey, Ape,
Yes, sir.
I got a question. What powers those trains that you service?
Unicorn
It depends.
farts.
Yeah. Unicorn farts and dreams and rainbows. It depends if it's manufactured by General Electric. It is a 12-cylinder, 4-cycle diesel engine,
Mm-hmm.
and if it is a manufactured by EMD Electromotive Division, which it was affiliated with General Motors, but I believe Caterpillar and Progress Rail. Caterpillar bought Progress Rail, and Caterpillar bought EMD. Those are a 16-cylinder, and the newer ones that are, say, not 40 years old or older, the old ones were 645 cubic inches per cylinder, and the new ones are 710 cubic inches per cylinder. So it's a diesel electric locomotive. You use a 4,400 horsepower diesel engine to turn a main generator that weighs about 12,000 pounds. Well, this looks like a giant alternator, and it produces the amperage to power the traction motors, which are like giant armatures with wheels attached to them.
Incredible.
Interesting.
And they hold like
That's-
4,400 gallons of diesel fuel.
And that's how you pull a train for Uncle Warren.
Yes. Anytime is train time.
What's
Did you
y'all's
see
usual?
Really Graceful's newest video? You ever watch her, Brandon?
No.
She does some really, really good videos on the government and on how the world is run and everything. She just did a video on Berkshire Hathaway, how it became the first $1 trillion company.
I thought maybe she could lick her own asshole like RO.
No, I don't think so. It's like the only female channel that I will watch because she does some very, very good work. She's delved deep into all kinds of how the World Economic Forum, how the all the money was created, from the Federal Reserve, and she does some really good videos. But yeah, I guess Berkshire Hathaway was the first $1 trillion company now. Old Uncle Warren, you'd think he'd give me a raise, making that much money. You'd think he'd give me a raise, but he
He
hasn't
just gave
offered
you a
any.
raise.
Yeah, but it'll be the last one we get for 5 years. So the cost of living is going to go up, but my wages won't.
Mhm.
Good thing you're single.
Yes, sir. I can still afford to eat a ribeye steak every day for breakfast.
Nice.
Although I just ate a package of bacon and 5 eggs this morning for breakfast. I do have a ribeye left in the fridge. I might put it in the air
Hello,
fryer.
Glenn.
Hello.
Hi, Glenn.
Hello,
Welcome.
Glenn.
All right. Ape, RO, our dungeon master's here.
Yeah, it's time for us to go.
Yeah, you guys have a good day. And if I get a job today, now that my computer's finally fucking fixed on this truck, I'll be driving. But right now, we're gonna play D&D. So get the fuck out. Bye.
I hope you win, Brandon.
Oh, okay, okay.
See you, RO. See you, Ape.
Later, guys.
Okay.
Well, I'm glad you made it in, Glenn.
Hi.
Yeah.
Everything all right, Mr. Glenn?
Yeah. Just yes.
One of those days, huh?
Okay. And the other guys are running late.
Yep. Don't know what's going on with Roma. He was supposed to be the new Constantine today. And Constantine called me up yesterday and told me he'd be late today. So,
Yeah.
but we are in port,
Yes.
which is not a bad time to have like people missing.
Well,
Mhm.
yeah. For those of us that are currently here, anyway,
Yeah.
I'll worry about the others when they get here. Okay, I'll need like perception rolls from each of you two.
Very well. Okay.
You go ahead.
Perception.
I've got to find my dice.
Okay. Okay. Please refresh my memory. Use intelligence or wisdom for perception rolls,
Uh,
or neither.
wisdom.
Wisdom. Very well.
Wisdom.
All right. So I got an 8 plus 4, 12 altogether.
Okay.
And I have a perception plus 2 skill. May I put that in there as well?
Yes.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
There you go. Very well. 14 then.
Okay.
Would you like me to roll for you, Brandon?
No, I'm not driving, so I'm going to roll my own.
He just has to like
Oh.
get his hands on his dice.
I got the dice. I have to sort out the good dice from the bad dice.
Uh-huh.
All right. My mistake.
Well, they're not bad dice. They're just misunderstood.
Mhm. Well, like I said, I have for Christmas, I got a dice dungeon. It's a little plastic, cell block with plastic bars on the front, and it's big enough to hold 3 or 4 20-siders. So if your dice are really bad, you get one of these and you can lock them up for a while
Oh
until they
man, that's
decide to start
cruel.
rolling 20s again.
Yeah, well, you must have been doing that with your dice last week.
Yeah. I have no idea where that came from. It just happened.
Okay.
On the other hand, it was over the course of the afternoon. I had a Gamma World campaign one time where 4 out of 5 of the players rolled natural 20s on the same round.
That
Sounds like
fucks up
last
your
week.
dungeon really quick.
Uh-huh.
All right. All right.
There's
I
some
also
dice I
have-
picked up last year.
Oh, cool.
A little floating. I think it's a beholder eye.
Yeah. Mhm. Yeah,
Oh,
I've
pretty
seen
neat.
those. They're cool looking. Mhm.
They roll pretty well.
Mhm.
11 and 6 is 19.
Okay. Well,
Did you say 11 and 6?
Yeah,
uh-huh,
I give
11
it
and
plus
6
6.
is
17.
17.
17.
Okay,
Uh-huh.
17.
Anyway.
Still, there you go.
Anyway, by the way, the last time we left you guys, Bill, you were captaining the Hag's Head, and Drew, you were on board one of the 2 cargo ships, acting as captain for that. So you're on 2 different ships as you sail into the harbor, but you'll
There-
notice
Yeah,
that things look a little different than when you left.
Uh-oh.
Number one, there are other ships here. There's a cargo hauler and 3 galleons. Now they're all from the Pirate Isles, but and they're anchored in the center of the harbor because the docks have burned down. There's actually part of a ship that had been docked to one of them when the fire happened, and it's burned to the water line and sank. And the town seems to have burned down, or most of it anyway. And you can see several of the buildings on the side closest to the harbor that didn't burn. They are surrounded by tents made out of sailcloth and scrap lumber from the other buildings. And there seems to be kind of a refugee camp where the town used to be.
All right. Well, we're going to also park in the middle of the harbor without attempting to dock at the non-dock,
Uh-huh.
and we're going to tie up to each other and drop anchor, so that we have our own little island out there. The majority of the crew, I'm going to set to roving patrols, half of them on, half of them off, and look for borders at all times. This ain't right. This is fucked. And the other captains, you guys, actually Constantine and Roma will stay back. But Drew and I and our boat crew and the other captains are going to go in and see what the fuck is happening.
Indeed, yes.
Okay.
Oh, hang on a second.
Ah,
We have our ferry is here.
Ferry.
Oh.
I promise that I maybe can join you, but option that I will be delayed a little bit, and I am delayed just and half is 90 minutes of 100 minutes. A little bit.
Well, anyways, we're just now getting into town. Would you like to come?
Okay, we'll see. I don't know what town, but we'll think that it will be, because I forget about everything around me. I'm fair. I can do that stuff.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, you've gotten back to the island that you had originally left from. And when you get there, you will find that there's a cargo hauler and 3 warships in the middle of the harbor, anchored there. The docks and the town seems to have, well, mostly burned to the ground. And
they had a fire sale.
Yeah, had a fire sale. And there's a few of the standing buildings now have a bunch of tents pitched around them, and looks kind of like a refugee camp.
Pretty intense.
Yeah. Anyway, Bill and Drew and the other guys captaining the ships that you are with are anchoring in the center of the harbor and taking boats in to see what's going on.
And we're going to swing by the anchored ships first, and not trying to board them or anything, but ahoy there! What's the situation ashore?
And okay,
And cheer.
they tell
Says have
you
fun date.
that
Oh yeah.
everything is still fucked up. And if you hang on a minute, they'll check. They will direct you to one of the other galleons, or to and say the people who are running the this disaster are there. So you can go talk to them. And when you hail that ship, they ask you to come aboard, and they wish to make sure you're actually you.
That sounds ominous.
Mm-hmm. You and the other captains will come on board, and you will be met by the captain of this galley. He is one of the brothers who didn't inherit this island, and his sister is there, who is in theory in charge of this island and owns it. And they have 2 magic users with them who will cast a Zone of Truth spell. And then they will ask each of you in turn if you are a doppelganger or any other form of shapeshifter. By the way, both magic users are going to be pointing wands at you until they hear your answer. And they will ask each of you in turn, or each of the captains in turn, are you a doppelganger or a
No.
shapeshifter?
No.
And
I'm
if
not
you
a doppelganger.
say no, they'll, and if you're telling the truth, you get on board. If, on the other hand, you say yes and you're telling the truth, you get shot. Or if you say no and you're lying, you also get shot.
Okay, if you said yes and you are lying,
they may or may not shoot you. Some of these wizards are a little trigger happy.
yep. I not plan to do something such silly, but it's a last option that I wasn't explained.
Anyway, once they find out that none of you are shapeshifters, they will tell you that it was a series of disasters that all started with a shapeshifter. Just a couple of days after you left harbor. And apparently there was a series of grisly murders, 2 or 3 a day, most of the time with lots of witnesses. They grabbed the people responsible. The guys kept claiming they were innocent, they didn't do it, mistaken identity. But since we had witnesses, they went ahead and hung them. You know. And then after this had been going on for about a week, somebody interrupted a grisly murder and saw the murderer, well, change into somebody else as they were running away. Most of the people in the town were pretty nervous at this point in time. And what happened after that was a large mob, you know, that torch and pitchfork kind of thing happened. And this large mob started chasing the shapeshifter around the town right after sunset. And the long and the short of it was, about 200 people were killed by other mob members since they were being mistaken as shapeshifters. And about 20% of the buildings in town got lit on fire. And they finally chased the shapeshifter out of town, and he jumped off a cliff on the east end of the island and was immediately attacked and eaten by sharks. And anyway, people went back, put out what fires they could, and started worrying about, rebuilding and other things like that. And everything was pretty good for about 48 hours. And then 2 days after the angry mob night, somebody liberally contaminated all the beer and the bread with ergot. And all the survivors had a beer and a sandwich that day and started hallucinating and freaking out. And things really went to shit then. And the long and the short of it was they spent about 2 days going crazy. All the ships that were in harbor tried to make a run for it. One of them is sunk a few miles away from the harbor. And most of the town burned down, and about a third of the population got killed by the other third of the population, assuming the doppelganger was back or whatever. And once everybody straightened out, they found that there wasn't a town, and all the food was like burned, and they sent a relief effort here. And we've been slowly checking everybody, and we've gotten to the point where we're pretty sure none of the people here are shapeshifters anymore. Most of them left the island. There's like about 11 or 1,200 that have decided to stay and rebuild. That's the refugee camp you see there. And the owner of the island tells you that she will immediately buy all of your cargo. Well, no, let me rephrase that. All of your food and wine or stuff you have in your cargo. She
At
doesn't
what price?
want any of the rest of your cargo. She has enough people to feed as it is and limited resources. But she can pay you. She has people sifting through the ashes of the palace. And most of the treasury is just fine.
Okay. And what price might you be willing to pay, Missy?
Let's see. Let's see. You have 2 cargo ships with about 8,000 gold pieces worth of grain. So she'll basically double that price and buy all of it.
So she's wanting standard prices for everything.
That's um, that's
'Cause
her first offer. You can counter it if you wish.
Oh God, yes. Because everything, is always doubled no matter what.
Uh-huh. Yeah, that's basically what she's offering you is double the market value or normal market value. So,
Well, we are not, we don't have hearts of stone. And we realize it's going to take a lot of money to get your wee island back up in, ship shape again. So we'd be willing to talk about, well, other concessions besides cash.
mhm.
If you be willing to go along those lines, or else we'll be charging you 4 times the amount. Your choice.
And she will look at you and say, "Done. I'll pay you 4 times the amount." So,
Okay.
The only reason it's not more is because, well, I want to be able to come back here without being hung. So,
anyway, she agrees to pay you 64,000 gold pieces for the grain.
okay. Would you like to buy some ships?
And actually, no, she does not at this time. She has the ships that she personally owns have gone to the capital island and are on their way back with more cargo, or more food cargo, I should say. And
All right.
so, if you wish to sell your cargo, you're probably going to have to go to one of the other islands.
Oh, we're going to go to the capital.
Yeah. Okay.
So we'll unload the grain,
Mm-hmm.
and I assume you want it on shore. Is that correct? Or do you want it directly over to your hulls so you can ration it as you see fit?
No, they want you to land it on the island.
All right.
So you'll have to take your boats, and for that matter, the boats from the other ships will also help you guys unload and ferry it to the shore.
Okay.
And Alrighty then. And seeing as how we will be loading and unloading a number of tons of this, it might take a little while. So
Oh, what do we roll for that?
well,
You not expect that I will roll for strength to do that stuff.
I'm just thinking, okay, you got about, between the two ships, you got about, 10 or 12 ton of grain altogether.
Oh,
You'll have-
no. Much
What?
more than that. Well, grain goes for 2 copper a pound,
Right.
right?
So, okay.
So we had originally 8,000 gold pieces worth.
Uh-huh.
So that's 50 pounds per gold piece, right? No.
Mm-mm.
How many copper are in a gold piece?
20. No,
100.
wait. 10.
100.
100.
100.
So yeah, that is 50 pounds.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
50 times 8,000 is how
Uh-huh.
many pounds or tons we. Yeah,
Mhm.
50 times 8,000 divided by 2,000.
Mm-hmm. Right. Well, seeing as how your boats can carry what, a few hundred ton plus the rowers per boat.
Oh, I would expect maybe the long boats.
Yeah, the long boats. Aside from the 10 guys rowing it, how many pounds can you carry with that? 800?
500 probably.
500. Let's just round it to 500. Okay. And you've
Okay.
got you'll have 30 boats, counting the ones from the other ships.
Well, we have 4 million pounds.
Mm-hmm.
Divide that by 2,000.
Well,
That's 2,000 tons.
well, if you got 40 million pounds, Bill,
So
you're carrying, or you're able to
divide that
cargo.
by 50. That means it's going to take 40 trips
Right.
or 10 boats 4 times or whatever.
Uh-huh. You have 30 boats.
Okay.
So,
So one boat or all 30 boats make one trip and then 10 boats make a second trip.
okay. So, you should do it be able to do it in a few hours then.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anybody's going to jump ship.
Okay. That would put it about the middle of the afternoon when you're done with that, because you showed up here about noon. So,
I have a question for the lady in charge.
yes. Mm-hmm.
Are there any families that have gotten completely burned out and their property is now part of the state? Specifically around where the shopping district is. Shopping
Yes,
and
actually a
entertainment.
number of those. Mm-hmm.
And this is for my own personal how much would a burned out restaurant / hotel cost?
Okay.
Or theater?
Yeah. Okay, I'm betting you that the player's handbook is going to be quite useless for this.
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah.
We
Right.
totally agree with that sentence.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Well, you're buying a building, or at least the property that a building was on.
Right.
Yeah, nothing here. It's well. I would say since the building itself is like ashes, you are simply buying a really good location and then having to have someone rebuild it. So,
Yep. Oops, sorry, Sam.
but she'll let you have the real estate for one of the inns that's currently or that has burned down for 20,000 gold.
Okay. So with what we have right now, we have how many crewmen do we have left?
Okay. From the original expedition,
Yeah.
there is you've got okay, the player characters and 30 well, 20 of the gnomes and your personal boat crew, which was on Drew's ship during the fight. So you got 30 of the original sailors from your crew and the player characters that would get a share of the treasure. However, one of the two other sloops, the one with the rats as the crew, also came back. So basically, what you get for selling the ships and the cargoes.
We haven't sold the
Yeah.
ships and cargoes yet. Just,
I said when you get around to it, half of the total goes to the other ship, half goes to your ship.
okay.
And you have, for your half, you have 30 guys and the player characters that all get shares of that. And the
Right.
other are freed slaves and they don't get a cut of this treasure.
So we have. Oh, and we also have the two tattoo artists.
Yes, and Zach, but Zach and the two
Zach's a
tattoo
slave.
artists. Say again?
Zach's a slave.
I was going to say he and the tattoo artist didn't get a share of the treasure.
Oh, I promised the tattoo artists a share.
Oh, okay.
That way
So
they
so you have
like
30.
Yeah, that way they weren't tattooing penises on people's forehead in the middle of the night and stuff.
Okay.
So we have a
Okay,
total
so
of
you have,
40 shares to divide, and we have 34,000 from this grain sale.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So everybody gets 850 from that,
Right.
and except for the player characters who get double shares, then they get 1,700.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And how much did you say it was? 20,000 for the land?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Constantine, would you like to buy some land? Go in on an inn? Roma? Drew, do you guys want to go in? If we each put in 5,000, we'll, you know,
Why not?
okay.
Sure. I'm in.
Uh-huh.
All right. So we now have some property. We're going to
Mhm.
have to improve it.
How much we need to pay? It's
5,000 each.
I just not good what we already. Oh,
Add 1,700 to what you've got. Plus, we haven't even thought about distributing the stuff from the sunken ghost ship.
yep,
Or the rest of the cargo from the
yep.
and the ship value of the ships also.
Right.
But,
I see what we get from that, but just because I have only 4,200 gold pieces because I spent a lot of money previously, and if we not sell all other part of the cargo when I get a lot, I just not having 5,000.
Well, I can cover the, what, 600 you need extra?
800.
800.
Mhm.
So I can cover that 800.
Sure.
Mhm.
That puts me down to 3200.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm not entirely sure how much money I have, but last I checked, I think I had 1,950 gold pieces.
Mhm.
But then we picked up a bag of 5 rupees, jade and iron pendant, 1,300 gold pieces, small platinum statue. So I'm not entirely sure.
Mhm. Yeah, but you haven't sold any of that stuff yet, so
Yeah, but I'm sure
Aye.
we could use it. I'm sure we could use it to
Mhm.
pay.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Use whatever means we have
Yeah.
to pay for this piece of
Mhm.
property.
Okay. And it will be basically middle of the afternoon. From here to the capital will be about 2 days sailing through the channels in the reefs. So, do you wish to?
Yeah, let's get the fuck out of here. And Drew, can you recycle your phone, please?
Will do.
Okay.
So ship handling.
Mm-hmm.
14 and 7 is 21.
Okay.
percentile for random
For an
encounters.
encounter, yes.
That would be 36.
Okie dokie. Okay. Well, you have no random encounters for your trip. And you'll weigh anchor for the night rather than trying to like go through all the reefs. And Bill.
Yeah.
Well, actually, Bill and Constantine both.
Yep.
If you could give me a perception roll, each of you.
Perception roll.
Ah,
18 before pluses.
Okay.
and 12 plus 6 is 18.
Uh-huh.
Plus 2, it's mean 20s. Just 20
Okay.
total.
Well, you have no random encounters, but something does happen at midnight. And
Midnight
Bill,
special.
both you and Constantine happen to be on the midnight watch, and you both notice that this crunching noise. And you decide to go and find out where it's coming from. And, well, when you get to the bow of the ship, you will notice that the figurehead is missing. And a section of deck plating is missing. Or right at the bow. And there are, well, a bunch of bugs. They're about twice the size of your fist, half the size of your fist. And they are termites. And they're eating your ship.
Well then,
Well then. The very cheek.
Uh-huh.
that's not very nice of them.
Mm-mm.
Ooh, my goodness.
That'd be interesting to watch
and
it.
How many are there?
Oh, give us a investigation roll, Bill, and I will let you know.
10 and investigations intelligence, right?
Yes.
So that'll be plus 3. No, it's plus 1. I get plus 3 for saving throw. So 11.
Okay. You can't tell exactly. Best guess 50 or 60.
Okay. Well,
Oh, something else that you will notice while you're investigating. At the end of that round, all of these bugs stop eating for a second, and where there was one bug, there's suddenly two of them standing there, and then they
Lovely.
start eating again.
time to kill
Oh,
them.
shit.
Fire. Fuck. They're going to purposely light my own fucking ship on fire.
Okay.
I'm going to go to one of the ballista mounts and grab a thing of Greek fire and toss it at the bugs.
May I
Okay.
make a suggestion?
Go, please.
I have a spell called Dust Devil that resembles any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet of the Dust Devil must make a strength saving throw. Otherwise, it takes 1d8 bludgeoning damage and is pushed 10 feet away from the Dust Devil.
Well, that's great.
As a bonus action, you can.
But you're not there. You're asleep.
You're on the cargo ship that you're captaining. They're
Anyways.
Okay. My mistake.
the
Constantine happens to have Thunderwave, though, so
Yep. But I'm not sure that it
Yeah.
will help a lot. But we can try.
Mhm.
Well, if you need me, just wake me up and I'll come a running.
hell, we're going to be raising an alarm over here,
Uh-huh.
and I'm lighting the fucking ship on fire. That should get everybody's attention.
Okay.
Go
That's-
for it,
I'll keep
Constantine.
the control flames handy.
Yep.
Okay, Bill.
Yep.
At the moment, you do not have any Greek fire at your ballista mounts. They have ballista bolts and stinking clouds. Now, everybody grabbed several Greek fires from that island where the dragons were, but we don't have them stored with the ballista. They're things that individual people are carrying as Molotovs.
Okay, then I would have some of those then.
You would have some of those on your person, though. Yes.
All right, so I'm going to be launching them at the concentrations of bugs.
Okay. And
Cast spell raid.
yep.
But Constantine, you could.
You can cast the thunder wave at the area
Yep.
that the bugs are currently chewing on.
Yep. And I will cast Thunder Wave, but
Okay.
just 2d8.
Ooh. Okay,
Yeah,
that's
but
not. They rolled a 3 on their saving throw, so they will take full damage and be pushed 10 foot away. So,
which is into the sea.
which is into the sea. So roll for damage.
7.
Okay.
I not expect that they have a lot of how to say it,
Hit
hit
points?
points
No, they don't.
in each box.
Mhm. Anyway, well then, checking. All of the bugs that were on the deck inside the 15-foot cube, which basically is all of them that are on the, well, as I said, on the deck, are blown into the sea. Also, these bugs only got 6 hit points, so they all were dead when they hit the water. However, this crunching noise continues, but it seems to be coming from the hole in the deck that is under where you just shot.
And that is where I'm going to throw my Molotov.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
And we have raised the alarm, so
yes,
there
you
should...
are. And all hands are like coming up on deck. Some of them a bit tentatively, because the last time they did that, they ran straight into a stinking cloud, but what the hell?
Yeah. Grab buckets of sand, prepare to put the fires out, but right now we got bugs to kill. Splash. All right, and I'm rolling my to hit, and I rolled a natural 20.
Okay. Well,
How close am I to cast control flames?
You're on a different ship.
you're on a different ship, which basically means you're
Yep.
out of range until you come on board his ship.
Hmm.
Anyway,
Well, you need
And-
do you need assistance?
Probably.
All right, let's get over there then.
Well,
Get
then,
close enough.
Drew, the boat crew that's with you will launch the boat and head over with a 19 before pluses on their boat handling, so you don't have any problems. You'll be there in 2 rounds.
Very well.
And your crewman okay. And Bill, you said you rolled a natural 20 on your Molotov.
That's correct.
Would you roll for damage?
I don't know what to roll.
That's 3d6 burn damage plus 1d6 of damage every round after that till the
All right.
fire is put out. So roll me 3d6 and double it.
3 and 5 is 8, and 4 is 12. 24.
Okay. Well, all of the bugs that were in the splash radius of your Molotov are now crispy critters.
All right. Now it's
And-
time for the crewman to throw sand.
Mm-hmm. Yep. And about this time, the crewmen that are down on the cargo area are going to yell that we're taking on water. And
God, I wish
So-
you knew how boats were constructed. if all right, what we've done is they made a hole in the forecastle, the roof of the forecastle,
Mhm.
which below that is the sail locker.
Mhm.
Okay, so that's not
Which is on
where
fire.
right, which is on fire. So that doesn't, that's all above the water line.
Mhm.
Apparently, there's more bugs under the water or under the water line of the ship.
Mhm.
Well, let's
And
get
they're
them
eating
all.
holes in the hull.
Let's get them all fucking dead.
Mhm.
Not just stand around, guys.
Okay. Well then.
Fuck! I can't believe that Constantine and I are the only ones doing shit. Fucking
Well,
Throck.
okay.
They're supposed to be throwing sand. I haven't heard that they've done that.
No, actually, they are fighting the fire.
Okay.
But they are also singing out that we're filling up with water. As they're
Okay.
fighting the fire, they're yelling that back to you. So part of the crew will now go on a bug hunt while the others continue to fight the fire, which the water is spreading.
But Glenn, the sail locker is above the water line.
Okay, it's above the water line. Okay.
Right?
So it's just burning. It's not spreading. Yeah. Okay. Okie doke. Well then. Constantine, are you going on a bug hunt or fighting fires?
I don't know. I will start with bug hunt,
Okay.
and then we'll see how it's going.
Okay. And Bill, are you fighting fires or hunting bugs?
Well, I'm on a bug hunt. We got crewmen
Mhm.
of unknown number dropping sand on the fire.
Mhm. Right. At the moment, you got 20 guys fighting the fire and the rest of them hunting bugs. So about 20 and 20.
Okay. So, do we roll initiative or what do we do?
Well, those of you that are actually, yeah, probably would be best to roll initiative for all of this. Then the ones of you that are bug hunting get to roll me a perception to see if you find them.
Okay.
But everybody roll initiative.
My initiative is 9.
Okay.
19.
And 19. And Drew, while you're at it, go ahead and roll.
All
Since
right.
you'll be here in another round.
I got a natural 20
Okay.
with a +3 for Dex 23.
Right. Okay. Roman got a 12 in his absence, and your crewmen have an 11. Okay, those of you that are bug hunting, that would be Constantine and half the crewmen
And me.
and Bill get to roll me a perception roll as you are searching for bugs.
$11.
6.
Okay, you said an 11?
Yep, and Constantine had a 6.
Yep.
Okay, right. Well, your crewman had a 9 with pluses. So, none of you find any bugs this round. On a lighter note, the guys fighting the fire are doing quite well this round.
Yay.
Drew, you may give me an athletics check for
Right.
or an acrobatics, whichever you got more pluses for.
That'd be strength. Well,
That
acrobatics would be
athletics.
dexterity.
Okay.
All right.
Acrobatics is dexterity. Athletics is strength.
Okay. I'll do acrobatics since I have a +3.
Okay.
So I got after pluses 13.
Okay. Well, then, at the end of this round, you will make it to the deck of Bill's ship.
Very well.
And nobody found any bugs. Yeah. But that would end this round. So the rest of you get to do another perception roll as you search for bugs. Drew, do you wish to search for bugs?
Is the fire,
You're doing the fire.
I mean,
Okay.
is it under control?
They're in the process of controlling it. Yeah.
All right. Well,
So
if they have that under control, I'll assist with the bug hunting.
okay. Give us a perception roll.
All right. I got a 5 plus my perception
You
is
didn't get it.
wisdom.
Yeah.
Pardon?
You didn't get it.
Didn't get the joke.
No, you didn't get the bugs either. Okay.
Okay.
We get more perception rolls, Constantine, I
Yes,
believe.
you and Constantine get more perception rolls. Constantine has a 19. He can go first.
Okay. We will try to. 8. Ow.
Okay.
We will try to find that bug forever.
Okay. And Bill.
I rolled a natural 20 this time.
Okay.
Okay.
It's my day for it.
Yes.
Yeah.
Apparently.
You're best our bug hunter.
Okay. So well, the rolls indicate that Bill and Roman spot bugs this time around, and everybody else is just misses everything. Bill, you and Roman both notice something interesting as you go down and start looking around. The water, there seems to be a series of holes at the front of the ship, just at the water line, or just slightly below it. And you even noticed one of the termites coming inside through a hole, actually eating through it, just above the water line. Apparently, when they came out of the figurehead, or the figurehead on the front of the boat, some of them went up top and others just went around the outside, eating as they go and punching holes in your boat and doubling in number after they have eaten 3 times their weight in wood. By the way, they can eat their own weight in wood every round. So every 3rd round, you got more bugs.
And they're coming in from the outside.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Well, luckily, Roma can breathe underwater, and I have a cap of water breathing.
Mm-hmm.
And I believe Constantine has a cap of water breathing too.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yes, but again, it's not my best option because, as always, I expect that I will be more fly.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Yeah.
But
do what you got to do. I'm
we'll
gonna
see how
go
it's going.
fucking hunt that goddamn figurehead, which apparently is still spewing bugs, and the bugs on the outside of the ship.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Yep.
Roma's going to take the left side, and I'll take the right side, or port and starboard, since we're nautical.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Well then, the 2 of you are going to go over the side and start hunting bugs on the outside of the ship. And Roman will also yell at several of the crewmen, and they are going to start taking shots with bows at bugs on the exterior of the hull, shooting down from the deck in bad lighting. So they will be shooting at disadvantage, but and the rest of you will be told that the bugs are coming in from outside. And so that would end this round. Beginning next round, Drew. Bill and Roman jumped over the side and yelled that the bugs were outside. Do you wish to
Wish to join them?
Wish to join them?
Yep.
Okay.
I think I have a cap of water breathing.
Yes, I believe you do.
Very well. Let's go have a look.
Okay. Well, then, as you swim around the outside of the hull, you will find that there are a lot of bugs outside, most of them concentrated right above the water line. So, Anyway. So you guys will all go and jump overboard this round, except for Constantine, who's flying around. Drew, you have initiative first. So, what do you wish to do to these bugs?
Let's see. Don't have Thunderwave anymore. You think would Dust Devil work on? I don't think it would work underwater.
No.
Yeah.
Mm.
No. Picking them off one at a time would seem fruitless. Best I could.
Well, you could.
So I could
I don't
speak.
know. Do you have any Greek fire? I thought everybody had 2 of them.
I don't think so. No. Unless I missed that part.
Okay. I was going to say you could light the outside of the ship on fire and then put the fire out the round after, but
I like idea, but no, it's not worth it.
Well, I do have a spell. I mean, kind of an odd thing to do. Animal friendship on these things. Convince them to
That'll
go
get
away.
one of them.
that
You got
does
that
one bug
moonbeam.
at a time.
All right,
Yeah.
here's
got
one.
You got that moonbeam
Go ahead.
spell.
Yep.
No, I traded it out for Dust Devil.
Okay, well you got the Dust Devil spell.
It's
That
not
won't work
underwater.
underwater.
We don't need the underwater. They're all at the waterline, Glenn says.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, in that case, fire away.
Mm-hmm. Okay. Okay, you're going to do a Dust Devil.
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Page 154 of the Xanathar.
Okay, 164 of Xanathars.
154.
Okay. That's probably why I couldn't find it in the player's handbook spells.
Hey.
Okay. Okay. Well then. Any creature that ends its turn within 5 feet. Okay. Okay, that does 1d8 bludgeoning damage. So roll for damage.
All right. 1d8. Where's my 8? Here it is. 2.
Okay. Well, you can clear off about a 10-foot area of the hull, 5 foot from the Dust Devil in either direction. So
Like a vacuum, we're going to move it along and clear them away.
Well, you've cleared off one section of the hull, and the bugs will each take 2 points of damage and be blown into the water.
Right on.
Okay. And Constantine, you are next.
Oh, I don't know what to do with Storm. Okay, do I see that wooden head or something like that? Source of that
Oh, the
nonsense.
figurehead?
Yep.
Actually, no, they ate that already.
Uh-huh.
All of it.
Okay.
Now they're
Figures.
munching on the ship.
Yep. It is what it is. Okay, let's do that. Oh, Thunderway underwater. Just to make their life not so easy. And
Well,
it will be again 7 points of damage.
mhm. Okay. Let's see how they did. Oh, damn. Constantine, you picked a different section of the hull than Drew, cast a thunder wave, and the bugs actually made their saving throw this time. So they will take half damage. What was your damage score?
7.
Okay, half of which is 4.
4.
Okay, so the bugs all inside a 15 foot cube will all take 4 points of damage but not be blown off the hull. Okay, well, then Roman is next. And he is going to throw one of his bottles of Greek fire at the outside of the ship. And Roman has lit a 10-foot in diameter section of the outer hull on fire and killed all the bugs that was in that section. And Bill, down to you.
I'm going to yell up to the guys on the deck.
Mhm.
Rig the ship for a keel haul.
Say that again.
Rig the ship for a keel haul.
Okay.
That's when you loop
Yeah.
a line from starboard. From port to starboard.
Yep.
And then work that line back and forth as you travel from the front to the back of the ship with a special rope that you have for keel hauling to clear barnacles, which
Right.
has glass and chunks of iron and stuff in it, which are good for knocking barnacles off the hull of the ship. If it'll
Right.
knock a barnacle off, it'll knock a fucking bug off.
Right. Okay.
Flossing the ship. flossing the keel.
Yeah. Okay. They will grab the barnacle rope and begin working it to the rear of the ship.
This should take care of the rest of the bugs on the ship. Just depends on how long it takes them to do it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Let's see. Yeah. Right. Well, your crew with pluses have an 11 on this little endeavor. So,
And how about under my direction?
well, that would mean they get to roll with advantage.
Okay.
So we'll roll a second dice here, keeping their. Okay, that brings it up to a 15 with pluses.
Okay.
So they will be able to clear your deck in 3 rounds, or the outer hull in 3 rounds. During which time they will double in number. Well, the ones that are still eating. However, on the other hand, the guys running the bilge pumps and patching holes have a 19 and a 17 respectively.
All right.
So it looks like you're actually not going to sink before they get all of the bugs off. You you do, however, have Greek fire clinging to the side of the ship, which needs to be put out with magic because pouring sand on the exterior of the ship just isn't that effective.
No.
So, Drew, if you got a fire spell, they'd appreciate that one.
Got you covered. Yeah. If I'm done with the bugs on this side, y'all be over and cast control flames.
Okay. Okay. Well, Bill, your ship does not sink, but it needs some repairs.
Well, looks like we're repairing it. Fuck.
I'll cast mending where I can.
Yeah. The sea hag put.
She cursed it.
Yeah. So that it would. She put a dozen of them inside it to start with, made it hollow, and made the curse so that the bugs would sleep for 1 month and then wake up hungry. So
I have a feeling these fuckers are always hungry.
well, actually, yes, they are.
All right.
Enchanted termites. They're hell on ships. You guys lucked out in the fact that you and Constantine actually spotted them within a couple of rounds after they got out of the figurehead. If you guys would have missed it for a few more rounds, they would have had enough numbers that you guys would have had to blown up the whole ship to get rid of them. So, anyway, that was at midnight. So your crew gets to spend the rest of the night running the pumps and patching holes. And okay. And that was an automatic encounter, so you will have no random encounters the next day and would be able to sail. And the day after that, you will show up at the Capitol about mid-afternoon. So you are
Okay.
now at a friendly harbor that doesn't look like a refugee camp.
Okay. Well, how do you guys want to distribute the ships? Do you want to keep one of the cargo vessels? Do you want to move from our sloop into a galley? We can hold more people on the galley. They're faster in the sprint, but slower under sail. Or we could move on to one of the cargo vessels and outfit it like a longboat carrier.
Mm-hmm. By the way, if you move on to one of the cargo ships and do a little bit of judicious decorating, you might be able to go back up north where all the pirates are currently hunting and lure a pirate ship into thinking you're a cargo ship until you launch, 8 or 10 longboats full of sailors to board them.
Idea with longbow stuff, I like it, but again,
Again, what?
how many people we have? We can rebuild ship, but we not have crew to fulfill all that longbow.
Well,
We can remake them like branders, and it can work. But for piracy, branders not really useful. I'm so sorry, but
well,
we can, if we want to have the max number of crew per unit volume, with the galley is the way to go. But while we're, in pursuit, people would be on the oars, except for like a contingent of archers and people running any type of ballista that we have. We could stay on the sloop, which is faster under sail, but doesn't have very much cargo capacity.
The galley doesn't have much more cargo capacity than the sloop does.
It
though,
probably
either.
has less.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
But as far as like being able to surge men at somebody else's ship, the galley is, well, it's got more people. It's just set up to carry more people.
Mm-hmm.
Mostly sitting in fucking rows of oar banks until you get to where you get alongside of somebody, and then you drop your oar and grab your sword and up you go.
Mm-hmm.
The problem with galleys is they're usually lower than the ships they're attacking, so the other guy always has the high ground versus you, which makes it hell for if they've got a lot of archers shooting down into a mass of men trying to board a ship. That's the weakness of galleys.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to get crew, whether it's by Shanghai or other means,
Mm-hmm.
for whatever ship we decide to take.
Yep. Well, like I said, at the moment, you have 36 guys on the sloop and another 10 guys with Drew on the cargo hauler.
Right.
There's an additional, there's 2 boats worth, one from yours and one from Charlie the Rat, the other sloop captain.
Right. So we basically have 4 boat crews.
Yeah. You basically have 4 boat crews now, which is about enough if you turn all your boatmen into rowers on your galley. You can pretty much man the galley immediately. On the other hand, 40 or 50 guys is about what you want to for a cargo hauler, but you can carry probably twice that many on a cargo hauler and not, strain your supplies. And it, of all of them, can carry the most amount of cargo if you're planning on looting.
All right. Our next mission is going to this island where these interdimensional gates are.
Yes.
Yep.
The cargo ship also has the benefit of being rather shallow draft, which means it can get over a lot of the reefs that our sloop cannot. But it's slower. I'm kind of leaning towards the cargo ship myself. Just because we can get a variety of supplies on board. We've got these constructs as well. They have a longboat and unknown combat capacity, which I wouldn't put down as trivial, but I don't know. We've got enough guys to man the cargo ship without hiring any more, but I would like to hire more.
Yep.
Do you guys want to hold on to one of these cargo ships and sell our sloop?
No. No. I prefer that huge cargo ship with all that nonsense around that. I'm
Well,
totally agree.
I was going to say the other option would be to keep the sloop and one of the cargo vessels. You'd have to hire more sailors or Shanghai more sailors to crew them all, but that way you'd have two ships to play with.
So our crews, or we're basically going to be able to sell a cargo ship and a galley.
Mm-hmm.
We could get a larger ship and sell the sloop, the cargo ship, and the galley, and buy a larger ship.
Well, that is possible too, yeah.
I don't know what's for sale, but a stronger fighting ship would be better than any of the three weaker ships. Plus, we all ought, now that we've done this mission, we all ought to be going up a level.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Since you all been through your first mutiny.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
From my point of view, it's always welcome.
so we can go and check with the ship guys. Plus, we've got a bunch of other treasure to sell.
Mm-hmm.
Does anybody want to make any opinions known, or?
No, I'm always for your idea with huge ship. I'm all in. I prefer that stuff.
Mm-hmm.
I like bigger. I'm small. I have small character, but he prefer um, shipping on huge vessels, just in case.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Easy
we
to
ought to
save himself.
be able to. Yeah, we ought to be able to afford a frigate.
Mm-hmm.
Uh, we want to steal frigate.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
Not
not here in the capital. We're not going to be doing that.
sure. Sure.
Well, you need about 200 people to run a frigate. We got about 48.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah.
Actually, since at least the literature I read, frigates come in like a range of sizes, and they had crews ranging anywhere from 100 to 350.
Yep.
So that's what it said when I looked up sailing ships of the 1700s, anyway.
Yep. It's something like
Yep.
that.
Mm-hmm. So, yeah, you'll have to have more crew, but since the contract said they'd give everybody 50,000 gold, you probably won't have trouble having people sign up with you.
It is what it is. Yep.
So let's go talk to the guys at the ship yard
Mm-hmm.
or whoever is selling ships.
Right. There's a
And so
number of
kind of a-
people that fit into that category, but you can start at the first one and work your way down.
Actually, let's be smart about this. Let's go to the Captain's Guild and see if there's any buyer's agents around.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
What do we need to roll for that?
Roll me a 20-sider.
Okay, I will roll 20-sider for that when I find it. 11. What pluses I need to add?
It's investigation.
Charisma, if you got
Oh.
any.
Oh, charisma is good. It's 15.
Okay. Well then, let me get my player's handbook. Just okay. 30,000 for a galley. 10,000 for the sailing ship. Okay.
That's 2 of the ships.
Mm-hmm. Well, the sloop also fits in the category of a sailing ship.
Okay.
But so
That's 40,000 book value
yeah. Mm-hmm.
or 80,000 Pirate Isle value.
Right. Mm-hmm. Okay. And well, the folks you're talking to, are thrilled to buy your ships. They have available to you a okay, they have that you can purchase 2 different ships that are in the category of a brig for and those take about 100 to crew. They can get you a frigate. It will be one of the ones that requires a 200 man to crew it. However, it has basically 4 light ballista and 1 medium catapult. The ballista are at midships and at the rear of the ship, and the medium catapult is at the bow, which means it has a longer range than the ballista. So if you're chasing somebody, you can shoot at them a little further than they can shoot back with ballista anyway.
All right. Well, we'll take the frigate.
You'll take the frigate.
And
All
that would
right.
be a warship.
Yes.
So it's 50,000.
Mm-hmm.
That means we made a 30,000 profit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
On the ships.
Mm-hmm. And you had also available, or cargo, there was another 5,000 worth of trinkets, and there was 100 dancing girls.
I
you'll
have
get-
a different plan for that. 50 of them.
Yeah, you have 50 of them as your share, and there were 5 cases of 24 each sea serpent repellent. So you get 2.5 cases. That would be 24, 48. So you have 60 bottles of sea serpent repellent.
And we're keeping 10 of them. So 50.
And they are selling for 3,000 gold pieces a piece. The ones you sell.
Okay.
So you're keeping 10 and selling 50 of those?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, 50 times 3,000. And then add all this.
150,000.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Okay.
And
That's 185,000.
not counting the dancing girls.
Right.
So, but yeah. And
That's 3,700 per share,
mm-hmm.
or 7,400 per player character.
Right. So each of the player characters, you get the double share. All of the others get, as you said, 3,000 apiece.
All right. Then we've got some other specialized treasure that we're not going to get rid of just yet,
Okay.
that we've picked up in other places.
Right. The stuff from the sunken ship and that stuff. Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Now,
And
oh, go ahead.
and the 50 dancing girls that you.
Right. I'm going to talk to them.
Okay.
All right, ladies. You've made it here thus far. And even though you're slaves, I'm going to give you a choice.
Mhm.
But you've got to decide this as a group. Now, one, we can sell you and take the profit, and you'll go to whatever kind of master that you get.
Mm-hmm.
Or two, we're starting an inn up on the city that just got burned out, and we understand you don't know anything about building anything like an inn.
Mm-hmm.
But would you like to learn how to perform the duties of keeping an inn? Some of you would become maids, others would be waitresses, others of you would run the desk, some of you would be, being running the stable, cooking, everything that's in an inn amongst the 50 of you.
Mm-hmm.
We would hire a manager to oversee all of you, and at certain times during the night, we'd have a show, and you could go and dance like you do.
Mm-hmm.
And the rest of the time, you would be working for the inn until such a time as you've paid off what you're worth back to the crew of the ship. And while the inn is being built, you are going to get hired out to the various inns and establishments around the city to learn your new trade. And at which point in time you've paid us back,
Mm-hmm.
your man mutant fee,
Mm-hmm.
you'd be free.
Yep. Okay. Right. Okay. So you're going to have rent them out to inns at the capital while
Yes.
your inn is being rebuilt,
Yes.
because there ain't no inns back on the southern island, which is where
Yeah.
yours is at the
Right.
moment.
That's why I brought them with us.
Right.
Plus, there ain't nothing there to eat.
Well, that too. Okay. They've decided to go for the inn, option. So you will have to rent them out to certain innkeepers here while your inn is being built.
Right.
And also, once your inn is built, you have to pay to have them shipped there to the southern island. But
we have a ship.
or you can take them yourself, whichever.
And if I'm not mistaken, we ought to be getting pretty close to the auction of the coin.
Oh, yep.
We're within a month of that.
Yeah,
now.
I was going to say, if I understood it correctly, you left that with the guy, the merchant who was handling the auction
Yeah,
on the
and
southern island.
yeah, but it wasn't going to be the auction wasn't going to be on the southern island. It was going to
Right.
be here.
Yes. Yeah, but pardon me if I make you roll for this one, but the question I'm wondering about was that transported here to the capital before or after everything went to shit on the southern island? Because it might still be there, somewhere amongst the ruins.
Well, in that case, we'll be going back to fucking grab it.
It will be another quest.
Anyway, somebody roll me a percentile to see if it's actually made it here or if it's still back there.
Hmm.
Okay. 90.
Right.
And Drew, can you recycle your phone again?
Will do.
Okay. Well, rolls indicate that it is still in the office on the southern island. So now the agent, or well, one of his business partners actually, said that once they got word that that island was like, clear of shapeshifters, he was going to hire a group of adventurers to go back and find the medallion in question.
Oh, it's a coin, but yeah.
Well, the coin. If you wish to, make your own search, that's cool too. But anyway,
And
keeping in mind that on the southern island, all that started within a couple of days after you left. And
Yeah.
that's been almost a month,
Okay, well, this guy was a money launderer, or not money launderer, but a money lender.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah.
certain he's going to want to send people to recover the rest of his money.
Oh, hell yes. Mm-hmm.
So let's get our ship squared away, and we'll head back there.
Mm-hmm.
We've got a bunch of people to hire,
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
and I want to hire a magic user
Mm-hmm.
or a cleric or somebody to help me with the hiring of crew,
Mm-hmm.
and have some type of a geese or something put on everyone who hires on in case they decide to go and mutiny, that magical bad things will happen to them. I don't know what's that's called in 5th edition.
Uh-huh. Well, they used to call it a geese.
Yeah. But with 200 guys at 50,000 apiece,
Mm-hmm.
that's 10 million gold.
Yeah.
We ain't fucking around this time.
Alrighty. Okay. Geese is a 5th level spell. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And right. And it only affects one person. So, if you're going to do this, you're going to have to pay for like 200 5th level spells to be cast.
And how much is that?
Usually it's about 100 gold pieces per level of spell.
Okay.
1,000.
So you're caught 500 gold times 200 guys. About 100,000.
Well, more like 200,000. Yeah.
200,000, something like that. Yeah. Well, 500 a head for 200 guys. That'd be 100,000.
That'd be 100,000. Yeah.
Yeah. Uh-huh.
I was thinking we'd pay double rate, but yeah.
No, this is actually not the. This isn't a item. This is a spell to be cast. The other thing is, it's a 5th level spell, which means if you're
And since we're spending all this money,
Mhm.
we're going to make it for as long as they're in service to the ship, not for just this mission.
Mhm. Right.
But I don't see any problem spending 100,000 for 10 million worth of fucking
Mhm.
payment.
Well, the other thing is this. A 10th level magic user can cast 2 5th level spells a day.
right.
So that means there's probably only 2 or 3 guys on the island that would be able to cast these spells, or I should
If
say
we-
that are currently on the island at the moment.
Well, we
And
have
that
we have bards who can cast it. We have clerics who can cast it. Let's see. We have druids who can cast it.
Maybe.
We have, 5th level druid spell, geese.
Okay. 5th
Whether
level
or not
bard.
they're, yeah, but I'm just listing off all of the guys who can cast it. Paladins can cast it.
5th
But
level.
not
Okay.
on high level. But again, they
Well,
still can
paladins,
cast-
Okay.
sorcerers can cast it.
Yeah, but once again, how many 10th level clerics, sorcerers, wizards, and bards?
At the
We can
capital,
see how many you got, and
yeah, we're lucky it's the capital versus just some
yeah,
random
I was
city.
going to say if you can get enough of these people together, each of them doing 2 a day, yeah, you need 200 spells cast. So if you have 1 guy, he can do it in 100 days. If you have 2, he can do it in 50. If you got 4, 25 days. Yeah. We'll see how many you got, and that would determine how long it'll take you to get all these cast.
Everybody sworn in, yeah.
Yeah. On the other hand, if you can come up with like 8 or 10 guys, you can probably, get it all done in under 10 days.
Yeah, 10 guys, it would take 2 a day. It
Yeah.
would take 10 days.
Mm-hmm. Anyway. But yes, you can have them cast a geese to whammy them if they mutiny. And make that one of the conditions for the hiring on for the big dollar mission. Yeah.
Right.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. Well, I will need to figure out how many 10th level spellcasters of whatever variety are available.
Right.
And okay. And then, like I said, you need to hire another 150 guys.
You need to go potty, Sammy? Keep going. I was just asking my dog if he had to pee.
Anyway, you'll have to like say hire on another 150 guys and get overpriced supplies.
Yeah. Luckily, we're flush with cash.
Well, yes. Okay.
You know, we've got that one crystal goblet and magical whiskey that's going to go for fucking big bucks. I
Yeah.
think that's our highest dollar item if we need to.
Right. Okay.
If not, we have other items.
Right. Okay. And yes, you've made it back with your treasure. And made it through the mutiny and all that. So, yes, you all get to go up to 4th level.
Woohoo!
So, you guys can level up this week. I'm going to fold it up here for today. And you guys can figure out your new hit points, any new spells or things you get for going to 4th level. That's not quite high enough to get 2 attacks around.
No,
Yeah, for 5.
That's next level.
That's next level. I was thinking that you're not, even if you go up, you're not quite high enough for that yet.
No, this is the ability score improvement level.
Right. Okay. So, all of you guys figure out which ability scores you want to improve or other things, and figure out what going up to 4th level does for you. And we'll start from there next time. You'll hire crews and negotiate for let's see, dancing girls, pay somebody to build your hotel in your absence,
Yeah.
you know, that sort of thing. And if there's any more of the treasure that you wish to sell, you can do that then as well.
It really just depends on the price of things.
Right. And then you can sail over to the moving islands and rescue the construct's maker.
Yep.
That's our plan.
Artificer Prime.
Yep.
Which of our ability scores will improve? Out of curiosity.
Any of them. You can
Well,
improve 1 score by 2 or 2 scores by 1.
Okay. You're a druid, 4th level. Yeah. Yep. Anyway, like he said, you can either take one of your abilities and jack it up 2 numbers, or you can pick two of them, and they each go up one, whichever you think would benefit you more.
But just remember, you cannot exceed 20.
Hmm.
Mm,
Very well. Understood.
exactly, you can.
Yeah.
Oh, you
But
can?
yeah, you can. With ability, you can exceed it with artifact.
Oh, yeah.
If it's
But
not
with
specified in some special way that some kind of artifact, but usually it's legendary, they can be higher than 20.
Hmm.
well, yeah, but with this, going up in level one, the
With this
It's
one, no.
practically impossible. Maybe it's
Yeah.
possible, but in realistic way, it's not such.
Hmm.
yeah, it
But,
specifically says you can't exceed 20.
I don't
unless
remember.
you use magic somehow, but yeah, like
Yeah.
you said.
Okay.
Understood.
But if you've got one, like say, if you go from 11 to 12 or 15 to 16, that's when you get, if you have an ability that's 15, that gives you a +2, but 16 gives you a +3. So
Mhm.
if you got any of those that are about to get you more pluses, or if you got a 14, you can jack it up 2 and get that to 16,
Right.
So
Right.
see which
All right.
one would benefit you the most to raise. And that's the ones I usually choose,
Understood. All right.
Mhm.
Thank you.
Yeah. Hmm.
Very well.
Anyway, and I'm not sure if Druid
the
gets
ability.
anything else when it. You get a wild shape improvement and an ability score improvement when you go to 4th level. So, okay,
I get the ability to wild shape into swimming creatures.
that could come in handy where you're at.
Right. And give Roma some assistance.
Well, yeah. Hmm. Okay. Well, then, I will do a few DM rolls to see how long it takes you to geese your whole crew and that sort of thing. And you guys can work on your leveling up. And you all have a nice weekend.
Thanks, Glenn.
Yeah.
You as well.
Yeah.
See y'all.
And I'll talk to you next Saturday. Oh,
Yep.
what time am I logging on? 11:30 or 12:30?
Let's turn to old time. It's one day because of one of my friend turned back
Oh, okay.
from frontline, and that's why I was a little bit busy today.
Okay. So next time I'll just log on at 11:30 my time like I normally do.
Yeah.
Okay.
If it's nothing happened, I just called Bill yesterday that he knows that I
Right.
will be a little bit busy today, but
Right. Okay. Well, anyway, you guys have a nice weekend and I'll talk to you later.
Okay, bye, Glenn.
Bye-bye.
bye bye.
Bye bye.
Yay, we got ourselves a frigate.
Yep. We'll see how it's going. But yes, we still have an option to do something silly.
Yeah. Yep, we do.
Mm.
Anyways, I thought after the last round where the crew turned on us, it was wise to do something like this. I know it's a lot of money to spend, but
Ah, not a big deal. I especially surprised that Glenn even accept such stuff. But again, he's master. He accepted. I'm
yeah.
totally for that.
And that's actually a really good price for a 5th level
Yep.
spell. 500
Yeah,
gold.
it's
Yeah.
yes, and
Hmm.
Crew practically start to be our most loyal servant, at least for 1 year.
We don't have to tell him that it's only a year-long spell.
Yep.
Is it only a year? Shit. I haven't read 5th edition.
No,
Gee.
it's 1 year if you upcast it. It's even 1 day if you're not upcasted.
Oh. Oh, shit. It says it's for 30 days.
Yep. A year you need to upcast it to 1 year.
Okay. Yeah, at higher levels. Okay.
Uh, yep, because it's very powerful. Imagine that you can cast it on some nobles
Yeah. These
or
guys won't
king.
have to. Yeah, these
Yeah.
guys won't be doing the saving throw thing, though.
Yep. At least it's returned some balance.
All right. Well, I'll see you guys next week, and I hope
Yeah.
your friend is doing okay coming back from
He's
combat
fine.
like that.
He's fine. He's work in how it's called information. He support communication system.
Was it anybody
He
from
sc-
Three Shape?
no,
Okay.
no. It's for separate. Way I know that guy, but he's not from such, not from tree shape. But something similar. But it is what it is.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he's alive. He's still fine. But again, I just need to visit him, talk to him, and so on and so forth. But oh, fine. Hope it still be fine. But we'll see how it's going.
Yeah.
Glad to hear you. Talk to you on week. Bye bye.
Okay. Take care of yourself, brother.
Bye.
Bye bye.
Good luck to you. Got another job, Brendan?
No, I don't.
Well, bloody hell. Well, might be a good time to take a nap, huh?
Yeah.
Well, whatever you get into, have fun with it. Good luck with it.
Yeah. Well, you want to help me with a closeout? No marriage, no cohabitation, no new children. And what would Hemi say if he was here?
Don't bring your fucking girlfriend.
That's right. Don't bring your fucking girlfriends around here. Help each other out if you get a chance. Avoid usury and indentured servitude by not getting fucking sucked into the gynocentric fucking legal system. It's horrible. Have a plan, because a man without a plan will find it in women. So peace out, brothers. And I will catch you on the road whenever they fucking give me work again. Bye.
Good day, all.